I needed English to fly high. I know what you're probably thinking. I want to learn English. I want to improve my English. I want to be fluent in English. But I'm too busy. I don't have the right skills. I don't know how to start. I hear you and I got you. My name is Amelia from Sydney, Australia. I want to tell you how learning English changed my life. I needed English to fly high, but growing up, I never cared much for English. I cannot speak or understand English. I loved math and sports, but English? It felt impossible. The grammar was hard for me to understand in school. I didn't know how to say anything except, hello. My English teacher often said, Amelia, you need to try harder. But I didn't listen. I thought, why do I need English? I didn't see why I needed it, thinking I'd always stay in Australia forever. But at 16, everything changed. I was at the airport picking up my aunt. While I waited, I saw a group of confident, elegant cabin crew members. They looked smart and sleek, smiling and helping people. I admired them so much. That was the moment I knew what I wanted to do. I dreamed of flying, traveling to other countries, and helping people, just like them. I rushed home and told my mom about my dream of becoming a cabin crew member. She smiled and said to me, to achieve this, you need to learn English. Her words stayed in my mind. Though, I didn't take it seriously at first. After I finished school, I applied for cabin crew jobs. I was so excited. But at every interview, I heard the same thing. Do you speak English fluently? I said, no, but I can learn. The interviewer smiled and said, we need people who can speak English. I felt so disappointed. I knew I had to make a change. My dream seemed impossible without English. That day, I decided to change for the better. The next day, I became serious. I started practicing English. I didn't know where to begin. So I used my phone to learn new words every day. I watched videos of flight attendants talking to passengers. I practiced and repeated their phrases again and again in front of the mirror. I will say hello, welcome on board, and would you like something to drink? I even took a local English class in my town. My teacher was very kind. She will often say, you are improving. Keep going. Her support helped build my confidence. After months of practice, I applied for another cabin crew job, and this time, I was prepared. During the interview, I spoke in English about why I wanted the job. My grammar wasn't perfect, but I tried my best. A week later, I received a call. Congratulations, Amelia. Welcome to the team. My dream had come true. I couldn't believe it. I screamed with happiness. My first flight was to Singapore, and though I was nervous, I remembered my training. Smiling, greeting passengers, and speaking English became second nature. I flew to 45 countries in my first year, met people from all over the world, and gained new confidence in speaking English. I worked in business class, serving passengers from different countries. Sometimes, passengers said, "Thank you for your kindness." One person even told me, "You are so beautiful, and your English is very good." That made me feel proud. At first, I was scared to talk to passengers. What if they didn't understand me? But over time I became more and more self-confident. Now I travel the world, meet new people and get to know different cultures. I speak English every day and it feels very natural. I believe you can do it. If you don't believe me yet, that's okay. I'm going to give you some advice anyway. First of all, learn English, is an enormous goal. It's way too big, so let's break it down into smaller parts. A language is big, but learning doesn't have to be. The most important rule of learning a language is that consistency is better than intensity. In other words, spend a little bit of time with English every day, not a big chunk of time once a week. Right? Consistency over intensity. You don't have to spend an hour a day to become fluent. You probably don't have an hour a day to study. That is a lot of time. But do you have 10 minutes? 15 minutes? Maybe you don't have 20 minutes every day. You have work, you have a family to take care of, and you don't have a lot of time. Okay, then what? You don't learn English? No, you want to learn English. Learning English is your goal. I know you can make small changes to achieve your goal. Try this: habit stacking. I learned about habit stacking from this book, Atomic Habits by James Clear. Habit stacking means to take a habit you already do and add a new habit to it. I'll give you an example. You brush your teeth every day, right? Of course, you do. Okay, brushing your teeth is something you already do every day, easily. So take a new habit, like listening to an English podcast, and stack it on top of brushing your teeth. While you brush your teeth, listen to an English podcast. That's habit stacking, and it's a great technique. Think about the habits you already do every day, and think, how can I add English to it? Another great technique: using dead time. Dead time is when you are waiting for something. An example would be waiting at the doctor's office, waiting in line to get food, waiting for a meeting to start. You probably have more dead time in your day than you might think. Think about all the time you spend waiting. Use it for English, even if it's Helm app or Duolingo. Remember, a little bit every day is better than a big chunk once a week. Consistency over intensity is the key. But maybe you're thinking, okay, but what do I do? Good question. My answer is, whatever you find interesting and will help you with your goal. Let's say you want to have conversations in English. Okay, what do you need to be able to do that? You need to learn some vocabulary, listen to native speakers, and practice what you hear. So now, think about what you find interesting. Do you like movies, TV series, books, YouTube videos, articles? Okay, watch those things. Listen, copy. Try different resources to find what you like best. If you like watching, try Language Reactor or LingoPie. If you like reading, try Helm. There is no one best way to learn. Experiment. Find what you like, and what works best for your brain, and then keep doing that. A little bit every day. Of course, consistency is easier said than done. Learning a language is a habit. If you want to use English, you have to practice every day. Just like if you want clean, healthy teeth, you need to brush them every day. But you're busy. Sometimes you forget. Sometimes English is not the most important thing in your day. Okay, I hear you. So, miss one day, but don't miss two. Miss one, return to your habit the next day. Every day is a new day. According to James Clear, a good habit should be 4 things: obvious, attractive, easy, and satisfying. If you design your English habits to be these 4 things, you will be able to learn every day. The ultimate goal is for you to make English part of your life. Start small. 10 minutes a day. Watch a video in English. Then forget about it. Finish your day. The next day, the same thing. 10 minutes. Keep going. Keep watching for 10 minutes until 10 minutes feel too small. Then you can upgrade to 20 minutes a day. If 20 minutes feel too small, you add more time. Think about English. Be curious. Being curious will help you keep going. Find things that are interesting to you. That's so important. Everyone can learn a language. Do you know how I know? Because we have all already learned a language. We are all native speakers of a language. We did it once. We can do it again. Here's the secret. You have to believe you can do it. If you think, absolutely not, I can't learn a language, then you're right. But I want you to try even if you are unsure, uncertain. If you think, maybe I can't do it anyway. Every day. A little bit every day. Fluency is a journey. It is not the final destination. Native speakers continue to learn their language every day. You know what I learned the other day? Giggle. You're not too old. You are smart enough. You can do it. I believe that. I believe in you. This is your time. Now. If you want to start now. If you want to keep going, you can do it. You will get there. A little bit every day. Now, I can proudly say that learning English opened doors to a life I never imagined. It completely changed my life. If you're here struggling with English, I said it again, don't worry. Start small. Everyone starts somewhere. Practice every day. Just because it's hard doesn't mean it's impossible. You can do it. Believe in yourself. One day, you'll look back and realize just how far you've come. If it changed my life, it can change yours too. Do your work, give it your all, but stop obsessing over the results. The outcome is not yours to control, the effort is. Just because it's hard doesn't mean it's impossible. You can do it. So keep practicing, keep learning and never give up. One day you'll look back at this moment and smile knowing how far you've come. You will say, I did it. You can do this, you have the power. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to ask. Thank you for joining me today. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, like this video and share it with others. Watch this video that pops out from your screen. You will enjoy it. Thank you and see you in our next video.